Hello everyone, I am Süleyman. My presentation topic is COVID-19 and entrepreneurship. In this presentation, I will try to give you information about COVID-19 and effects of COVID-19 on entrepreneurship. Also, I will give a short summary in conclusion section. At the end of the presentation, you can see my references while I used preparing this presentation. Let's start with information about COVID-19 and entrepreneurship section. COVID-19 is a highly transmissible disease that has rapidly spread around the world. This virus, which emerged in China towards the end of 2019, spread almost all over the world in the first quarter of 2020. Today, we know that approximately 6.5 million people die from this virus. Of course, this kind of disease changed the balance of the whole world and affected people's life. The governments had to follow compulsory policies because of the increasing cases. Many countries had to declare lockdown. In this process, where people had to be at home, their needs and lives have changed. Although the impact of the coronavirus has decreased today, these changes have been permanent in some sectors. To give an example from myself, while my sister had to go to the building of the company, uh, she worked before COVID-19. Now she works remotely at home. If you wish, let me explain how these changes affect entrepreneurs in the next section. As I mentioned, COVID-19 has changed people's lives. The needs of people who had to live in their homes have changed. For example, during this period, everyone had to wear a mask. This situation caused a great demand for masks, and so many mask companies were created to meet this demand. Also, companies that offer home delivery services have became more popular during this period. This situation is simply called the supply-demand balance in finance. Companies that can keep up with this change in people's life achieved success. Giant companies such as Microsoft, HP, and General Motors, etc., are companies that were established in times of crisis. However, although these big companies were born from minor crises, the number of newly established companies decreased in all such crises. In other words, we can say that the entrepreneurial activities decrease in crisis periods. For example, due to the global financial crisis in 2007 in Turkey, there was an 11% decrease in the number of new companies established in 2008. In most of the companies that are currently operating in Turkey have been affected in many areas such as finance and marketing. The results of a research conducted for this situation are, as you can see in the graphic on the right. As a result, the first reaction of companies that are already operating and entrepreneurs are very important in crisis that change the balance of the world, such as the COVID-19 crisis. Uh, Also, crisis can turn into opportunities for companies, but most of the time this is not the case for most companies. And this is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening to me. Also, you can ask me a question if you want. Thank you.